Hello, I'm Dr. Bone Girl, and today we'll be reviewing Guilt Trip. Guilt Trip stars Seth Rogen as Andrew and Barbra Streisand as his mother, Joyce. So Andrew is a scientist who's just developed a new cleaning product, and it's all natural and is really, really good, but he needs to sell it to companies. So he's going to go across country and pitch his product to lots of different places like Ace Hardware, Orchard Supply, Costco. You get the idea. But first he goes to visit his mom, Barbra Streisand, and he has kind of a depressing realization about her life and the fact that now she's widowed and she's all alone. And so he talks to her about it, and she says she'll never love another man, and that part of her life is over. But then, after a little hesitation, she tells him that when she was very young, she was in love with someone else before his father, and that it was a great passion, but that it didn't work out. So Andrew Googles the guy and finds that he's in San Francisco and plans that as his last stop for his road trip. He then subtly invites his mother along, even though he thinks it might be really stressful being in his car with his mom for 8 days. So, of course, Joyce, Barbra Streisand, thinks this is a wonderful idea and is super excited, and they set off across the country to see what happens. Even though the plot is technically about Andrew pitching his product across the country, the story really develops around him and his mom and their relationship. Barbra Streisand does an excellent job as the overprotective Jewish mother who cares just too much. And Seth Rogen is an awesome, intelligent college student who's kind of disconnected from his mom and hasn't been home in a long time. But he's trying to fix that. Andrew thinks that if he can get his mom back with the old ex-boyfriend, she can find happiness again and everything will be better. During the trip, there are a lot of really humorous scenes of Andrew pitching his product to different, company execs. And let's just say he's a very intelligent scientist, but he has no marketing skills at all. But there's also, aside from the comedy, a lot of really strong, deep, heated arguments between Andrew and his mom. It's a little bit more intense than you normally find in this kind of film, but I think it's a good thing. I think it adds a lot of depth to the relationship and to the characters, and it makes this film a little more serious and a little more worth watching. Overall, I felt this movie was a very generic comedy, but it had a couple really humorous scenes. It's a C movie, but with the dynamic between Streisand and Rogen being so strong, I'm going to bump it up to a B-.